Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Order Up Grand Island. In our 5th episode, we traveled down to the food truck and soon-to-be restaurant, Sticky Rice. Can you give us a little bit of a history on Sticky Rice? When and why was it created?
Yeah, so back in 2008, I was kind of in between jobs, trying to figure out what to do with my life and as a career. And luckily, that time my uncle was in town. We got talking, and he was telling me that he just started up a new business, a restaurant in Ithaca, New York called Sticky Rice. And I got to tell him, because of 2008, there's a recession too, and it's hard to find a job anywhere. Even with a college business management college degree, it was hard for me to find work. And eventually he's like, why don't you come up to New York and help me out? And I'm like, I thought about it, I was like, no, it's kind of far. But then it's like, well, New York's really interesting. It'd be a great place to go visit and live for a little bit and learn some new skills and be able to apply my business knowledge and stuff. So that's how I ended up with at Sticky Rice. And after working with my uncle for a few years, working for a family, you didn't get paid that much. Kind of get financially discontent with all that, and kind of long to be with my family here in GI. So I was like, no, maybe it's time.
You kind of sort of answered this, but why did you decide to open this business in Grand Island? Why didn't you go somewhere else?
Definitely, as I mentioned, I have a family here, and I got a pretty large family here. I figured with their support, I can apply my newfound knowledge, skills, and abilities and open up a new business and restaurant. At first, I wasn't really confident in if Grand Island's the right place for that because of the demographics. Because Ithaca is kind of college town. You got a group of new customer base every semester, and Grand Island's population is demographic kind of stagnant. But they're kind of similar population-wise, about 50,000. What really made me confident in starting here is that I knew I had a great product to offer. It's tried and true, and figured good food's good food. People will come once they find out. They'll come.
What has been the most challenging part of running your business so far?
Yeah, with truck itself is parking and maintenance, because it's just an old vehicle. I use 79 Chevrolet, and parking, you think you can just pull up anywhere, but you kind of have to ask if it's a private lot, and not a whole lot of public parking for the truck. Then with the truck, because it's so old, it has a lot of engine issues, and I can't travel and do as much events as I would like to. So that's kind of been a challenge for the business, it's parking and maintenance. But gonna get past that here soon.
Yeah. What has been the most rewarding part?
I think more part is kind of the best part is seeing my vision come to life. And now with the restaurant, first with the truck, at first how am I gonna start my own business? Getting a restaurant is really expensive. I remember going to New York City and seeing all the food trucks and trading back. Well, that seemed cheap alternative, so I got started that. But now that I progressed away from the food truck, it's been great. Seeing the progress I've made and growing. So every time I see an order come in or a customer ordering an item, it makes me really happy and vindicate what I've been trying to achieve for the last 10 years.
What would you say is the most popular dish you guys serve?
Yeah, that's definitely the pad thai noodle.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's seems like everyone's favorite. It's a sweet, savory, salty, nutty dish, and people say the mark of any good Thai restaurant is that how good is your pad thai. So I guess mine's pretty good. So.
Yes, I would agree with that statement. Which dish is your personal favorite?
Probably chili stir fry.
Chili stir fry, okay.
It's got a little more veggies and got a little spice to it as well, so it's a little fresher tasting.
Okay.
So I like that. When I have to eat something, that's my go-to.
Any last sentiments or promotions you want to share with everyone?
Yeah, with the business, I'm always trying to keep things fresh, like adding new items, unique items, be creative to dish. Not too creative, I don't want to do a kind of fusion kind of thing. I want to keep it, Thai, Lao, Chinese dish. I always trying to bring something that I enjoy eating or want people to be aware of. Probably bring that as a special promotions or something if it goes well. Put it, keep it on the menu. But with the business, starting your own business, being an entrepreneur, it's really hard, because nothing's guaranteed. I didn't know I won't succeed. I thought it'd be 5 years before I get to this point on a restaurant. Well, it's been over 10 years. Well, time will tell, I guess. So I'm just really happy that I have a great product, and it was just a matter of time for people to know that as well.
Awesome. And I didn't have this down here, but you kind of mentioned it to me a little bit earlier. What's the time frame for when the restaurant you're wanting to open?
Yeah, hopefully in February. Hoping everything's being done as we speak. Hopefully get the final inspection to health department sometime in February and open right up shortly after that. So hopefully in February, latest maybe March.
That's so exciting. Okay, and currently, what are your hours of operation?
Yeah, right now with the truck, we're doing Monday to Friday, 11 to 2, 5 to 8. But with the restaurant, we'll probably go longer, maybe Monday to Saturday. It's still kind of up in the air how many days, but I need at least one day off, I guess. So
yeah.
probably like 11 to 10 or something like that. But yeah.
It was now time for the taste test. I had previously tried the pad thai at Sticky Rice, and in my opinion, you can't get any better within Grand Island. But today I sampled the drunken noodles, and it is the perfect balance of sweet and savory with the perfect dash of spice. The authentic Thai, Lao, and Chinese food that Sticky Rice has to offer makes the restaurant sit at the top of my list for Asian-inspired cuisine. I have now decided that it is my personal goal to sample everything that they have on the menu. Sonephet is an incredibly talented and incredibly hard worker, so I would highly recommend stopping by to see him. That's all for this episode, and I will see you next time on Order Up Grand Island.